Hey guys, this is Gamer Freak 10,001 with part 3 of Megaman X, and in this part, we've been finishing off the last two bosses of X. So far, we've beaten all these bosses. And the next boss we're going to fight is the Centipede. He's also got a heart. He's also got a heart tank in his stage and a sub tank. But first, you can also collect that in the final stage as well. Now, if you are, number one thing, the number one thing I will not protect against is now the number one thing I will not argue about is if you chose to watch this and you plan on playing the game. And here's how you get the heart tank, or heart piece, whatever you want to call it. I just felt like doing a video today because I don't want to. Plus I haven't done one in a couple of days. And I like doing them. Now, if you were to stay there after you jump the other one, as you can see, another block would appear. Therefore probably causing you to die. Which too much death leads to rage quits. And rage quits are not good. Could not recall how many times I've rage quit a game. I've actually done that before. I actually did rage quit one game. It was Megaman 7. Why do you think I quit that game? Pissed me off. Where's lucky this boss's weakness is in speed burner. And this is how you get the sub tank. Well, in this one, I don't know how to get any of the other ones. So, I've been thinking about my LP schedule, and I've been thinking about starting runs or something like that. Starting like a Zelda heart, a 6 heart run, a Skyward Sword, various other things, or a fighter only run, a Final Fantasy 1. Basically a run of all the classes except for Thief, because I don't use Thief. These are done without save stage, which is part of the reason why I don't do a Thief. Because, yeah, that would be so much failing and I would make no progress. And then I'd be sitting down for about an hour, and you would see, I would probably be leveling up for an hour. And that will take a lot of leveling up. Now, if you see that, now if I do that, I won't be doing LPs, I won't be doing videos that often. Or I might be doing videos after I level up for a couple of hours. Get to at least level 10, or something like that. And what we just went into was the X-Hunter fight against Agile. Or Surges, I forgot. I am Surges, and I cannot allow you to stop the unification. It is for the good of all. I don't know what his weakness is. I think it's Sonic Slicer. I think it's exactly what his first weakness is. I'm not 100% sure what his second weakness is. S-Wheel? Apparently S-Wheel works. Let's try S-Chain. I'm not 100% sure. I'm just testing every weapon until I get a solution. Now, heads up. I suck at this boss. Let's try Silk Shot. S-Burner. Apparently, none of the mini weapons we have are very effective. Let's just try to find the Buster and hope for the best. And I suck at surgeries. Even though that's also, I think that's also, no. I seem to always get confused between, I always seem to get confused between the guy in X4 and the guy that's in X5 and X6, because, yeah, and basically what that does is it analyzes you, and I think it makes the boss harder, if I'm correct. Oh, yeah, it does. It gives you the specifications of, I think it determines its power. I'm not 100% sure if it does, because I don't remember how this boss's power is determined. Whether it's by how much, like, if it detects you, I think if it detects you multiple times, it gets stronger. Now, in all forms, it pretty much does the exact same thing. This is probably the easiest mini-boss you're ever going to get in X series, because some of them are, well, not the easiest one. That sword we were fighting was probably the easiest one in X series. Number one, because it does so little damage, and number two, you can beat that thing with almost no health, and like no sub-things. Let me see, when I first beat it, I had like one bar. I had like a couple bars of health when I beat it the first time. Of course, I'm not saying when I first tried it, I died. And now this is Megaman Centipede. He is weak to the silk shot, and when you shoot him, his little stinger will fall off. What that prevents him from doing is using this attack that will basically, it'll like do something like prevent you from charging shots, or where he basically grabs you by his tail and he prevents you from, and when he sucks you up, he can prevent you from using charge shot, dashing on walls. I think second is, I think after the first one, it's where you can't. I think after the first one, he makes it where you can't, you only shoot one shot each, which can actually be challenging, depending on how you put it, but I don't think he's challenging, realistically. But trying to fight him with as weakness, it's kind of challenging, but not very challenging in a way, since the first X games are the easiest. That's because they're the classic ones for the SNES. I still do agree that X3 is probably the hardest of the three originals. Now, for those of you who think X6 is a hard game, it is not. Although some parts of it are hard, like trying to beat X6 Gate with Zero, which I've beaten one stage with Zero. I managed to beat the first stage with Zero, but it was after numerous fails. It was after numerous fails. And I took so many tries to beat it that sitting about a couple of days later, And we killed him. Well, we finished him off with the Buster, but... So you always have to do when you run out. You have to finish the boss off with the Buster. Now, back to the Final Fantasy run thing. When I do the one character only run, it might be on Origins version or NES version, considering I like both those versions. Now, considering they will be a lot harder for me since I am a amateur Final Fantasy gamer, not someone who's the best at it. I'm alright at it, but I'm not an expert. So far, the only Final Fantasy game I've ever gotten close to beating was 1 on NES, which is the one I'm playing right now. Now, there's one thing I've been addressing. Do you guys want me to do 2 LPs at once, or do you want me to stick with when I only do 1? I'll let you guys pick and tell me what you think I should do. I'm trying to get that right. I'm going to try to find a way to grapple onto it. Apparently, I can never figure out how to get it, how to get that. And not even that burn works. So well, we'll try it again. Nope. I didn't know it would be so hard just to get this. Let's just use G-Crouch. Wow. I should get a boost and jump there. Yeah, we'll get that later. As soon as we get the crystal weapon. Well, now since we have... Oh great, I didn't want to turn to title. Well, now since we have the air dash and the speed burner, we can get a certain item in the desert base stage now. Now, you remember that one area I was talking about before, the one area in the stage where you can fight past X-Hunters? It's right here, and you need the S wheel to get there. Now, what this serves as is like, you haven't beaten the X-Hunters, or you haven't beaten one X-Hunter, and you need to beat one. That's where you go. Fortunately, it's not open right now, because I have no idea what stage Agile is in. Even though I probably have an idea, I don't know what stage he's in. Now, as I I said the hard thing to do is speed up like this and then rapidly turn around, which is a really difficult thing to do. Unless you truly are someone who can do it. Unless you truly are someone who's an expert at manning the hover bikes, which I'm an alright person at manning the hover bikes. I'm not excellent though. As you can see, I can't keep it the entire way. If I tried, I would probably die. Now, what you do here is, this is one of the ways to get it. This is the way I learned how to get it. Well, you're supposed to air dash and get the heart. Not die like I did. And so far as of now, we have 5 out of 8, or 4 out of 8, which means 4 more to go. And I still can't seem to get that. Can you dash up? Can you dash up to that without it? Without this maneuver? Looks like you're supposed to do one of them complicated maneuvers where you stand here, charge a button, then let go. And that time I was about to hit it, but then I failed. Whatever, we'll just play it we'll just get a different one. We're just gonna meet all the bosses first before we get to anything. And right now we're doing Crystal Snail's stage. Now his stage has a rather annoying heart tank to get, but his stage also has the helmet upgrade, which is not very useful. In this game, all it does is give you a thing where you can find stuff. X3 is even more worthless. When we play X3, you'll notice that X3's is even more worthless. Due to the fact that it's the bad helmet upgrade. In my opinion, all the helmet upgrades are not very good. All they do is either help you find stuff or what you're supposed to do is do some annoying maneuver where you apparently fly up there and do some special trick. Apparently first we want to get out and charge this up, and then get in. Now this is probably the hardest one to get. Of course, you can hold square and charge it up and then fly a while, but that doesn't work very well. Apparently, I'm gonna end up spending like 10 minutes trying to get a heart tank. Now, one thing I need to ask is if any of you have like experience doing one character, one class only run, have experience doing one class only run of Final Fantasy, would you please like send me a message or something, because I kind of need advice on how to. Because I don't know how to really do like an effective one or anything like that, because I've never done one before. I started on a test one on Origins, and so far I'm on the Earth Cave, went on that version because it's called Terror Cave. I'm gonna call it Earth Cave because I like that. And we almost went at that time. Another thing, I know how hard it is, considering paralyzing enemies are the big issue, and so are Paralisks and Cocktresses. Those are probably some of the biggest ones. Number one, because they can turn you to stone and kill you. Kill your character, especially, which you don't want. Especially in a one character only run, since dying probably pisses people off a lot. Even if the enemy only does like 5 or so damage in a one character only run, if it paralyzes, I don't know why I save every time, but if you're doing one character only run and it paralyzes, like I couldn't count how many times in Origins I was killed by zombies and ghouls because they paralyzed me, and I'd sit there watching them slowly drain my HP. Right now I'm like level 20. And the other thing about one character only run is that you must be higher level by at least 5 to 10 levels, which means you have to sit around having patience to level up, which I don't have. Sorry, I don't have the kind of patience of a person who can sit around and level up for hours and hours. Most I can level up is probably an hour or 2. Longest I ever went was like 3 hours of leveling up. Which is what I had to do in the NES version because I kept dying. At this rate, we may just have to end up skipping it. Because I don't like doing this. It's really annoying, and I probably spent like the last 10 minutes trying to get it. Which you guys are probably getting bored at watching. It's technically right now, it should be on like Sigma Stage 2 or Sigma Stage 3. Dealing with the fact that this thing should not be that hard to get. Apparently it failed again. Maybe I'm going to try getting a little bit closer to the edge this time. Because I've failed like 20 times as of now. Apparently we're going to fail again. Apparently need to immediately press right and see when you're out. Well, it's 24 minutes, so I'm just gonna screw it and just gonna get it later. Or you guys can just see where it is, and that's about it. I might keep trying until I get it, which I probably will. We could try using... I'm gonna try using speed burner. Well, see if that actually helps. Give us further room. Apparently we get so close and not close enough. Now I can beat this game without the full amount of heart tanks. I can get about 3 and beat the game. Which, due to the LP's sake, I have to get all of them, and I almost made it that time. Which, what that means is that we can get it, but we have to stand in that exact spot again. And I'll go back and do all the other ones since I don't 100% remember where the other ones were. That time I forgot to jump out. I wish Capcom would have made that a lot easier. Now, once you get his weapon and go back into War's Boss and get another heart tank. You'll find in any other X games you don't have to do anything like this in order to get one. But you will have to do something crazier than this to get an armor piece, which either when I'm playing X4 I might get 1 armor piece or 2 armor pieces depending on how well, apparently I failed like 9 times. I'm getting quite bored myself now. Now we're doing it, but we can't press up, but I'm not pressing up to get out. To get perfect on this. I hate perfect timing. Before we get in this, okay, that's the last time I try to get that. And if you guys want me to get it, I'll get it later. Just not now, for the sake of the... more for the sake of the LP itself. And with that broken, we can now use this thing too. As you can see, this thing is all useful for sorts of stuff. For getting a life. Apparently, we can't take it with us. And here's the mini-boss. This mini-boss is particularly weak to the silk shot. Maybe because the silk shot hits 4 times. As you can see, its glass is already broken. Correct. The thing we're looking for is in this hole right here. Yep. And here. there's the helmet upgrade. Megaman, into this castle. This enhances will modify your radar optics. It's saying that you're basically be able to see hidden areas, which isn't very useful. All it does is like tell you a path you can go through. That's about it. And it makes it look a little bit cooler. Right there would be it. Like it tells you a place to go, like how to get in there. Personally, I don't use this thing very much. I don't use any of the helmet upgrade, which in X3 it automatically does it. It automatically does it, and you don't do anything. We see breakable blocks, we obviously know it's here. We survived it. Now, I will try to get, if I have to, I will get them off video. That way I can actually get this Hadouken, the Hadouken, and all that good stuff. Me personally, I like Ken from Street Fighter, but he's not like a huge favorite of mine. Although I like him better than Ryu. And the boss we are fighting is Crystal Snail. He's particularly weak to the magnet mine, considering you can control the magnet mine to wherever you want it to go. Therefore making this boss a whole lot easier. And all you have to do is shoot it again. And he'll keep taking double damage. And as you can see, he'll slow down time, making it easier for you to hit him. As you can see, we already have him down to less than half health. So you get him down to half health, he'll change his pattern, like all the bosses do in this game. Like for instance, he'll start trying to charge you 2 times instead of once. But it also makes it to where he's vulnerable to where you can hit him more than once. And with that, we beat Crystal Snail, and we are moving on after we collect all the items. We'll be moving on to Sigma. And I guess we get the Crystal Hunter, which was actually Overdrive Ostrich's weapon. It does. And we get a cutscene saying that they saw all his parts. I'm sorry, X. One of the X Hunters attacked the base and took all Zero's parts away. They're going to rebuild Zero at their base. I tracked them to location 00, the North Pole. I can't let them tamper with him, Dr. Kane. I got to save him. Basically, now we're going to save Santa Claus from the evil clutches of the X Hunters. And we're going to go to stage we're going to go to. We're going to go to Morph Moth stage. Since now there is a thing we can get crystal by using the Crystal Hunter. Now what they didn't show you is that it freezes enemies. Like this one for instance, it freezes it. That's what they don't tell you. I'm gonna kill these things. They built the enemy now is supposed to be used in order to get up there. What you do is you can use it as a platform. And we use this to get the heart tank. The Crystal Hunter, it can also slow down time in its charged form. overall, it's a kind of useful weapon. More useful than Bubble Crab's weapon, which all it does is create a bubble shield. Which in a way is useful, in a way it's not. Which most of the time I don't even use the bubble shield that much unless I'm underwater. Now I'm not sure if it can. I guess it can't freeze those types of enemies. And exactly how do we get up there then? As I said, use the G crush in the wrong place. So I'm gonna have to exit and try it again. Since apparently G crush makes you go higher. And this is the #1 sub tank I haven't been able to get. Got it on my first try, but ever since then I've never gotten it. And now it's all human. For some reason I thought you could freeze some of these, but I guess you can't. Now I need to dash up there somehow. What do these weather orbs do? What do these orbs do? I never found out what they actually do. It just breaks it. That's all it does. Let's try using the speedrunner and getting over to that ledge over there. And apparently this is how you get it. And you guys witnessed for the first time and several times in Playdex too, me being able to get this. And with that we have the third sub-tank. Now I may collect 3 or 4, but since we're gonna get a beneficial item, we need to collect all 4 of them, and all of the heart tanks too. Since I'm supposed to get the Dukin, I have to get everything. Fall, Megaman, fall. Now with our double shot makes it a lot quicker to destroy parts of this fish. Now you could use speedrunner here, but it makes it really hard. Apparently there's just something back there and there's nothing there. To make it quicker, I'm going to use the bubble shield. What it does is it gives you the ability to jump a lot higher in the water. I don't know why I'm failing so much, but apparently I am. Failing and jumping. god, I almost had it there. I need to get a little bit more down and get it. And there we go, we got it. But I already got it, which is weird. Apparently what I'm looking for is a way to get up there. A way to get the sub tank. There's nothing there. There's nothing in that area. This is like something secret there I've already gotten, which I haven't checked there. So could there be? So could there be something secret there? Never even looked there. I'm looking up on my phone right now the sub-tank locations. So I can find it. Since this is actually kind of harder to get because I don't like it. Apparently, we need, from what I read, we need the bubble splash in order to get that one. Which we will keep trying to get. Since I never really introduced the X Hunters, we'll get to see them in the Sigma stages. Which I didn't want to introduce that because realistically, I didn't think I was going to fight them, so. So whenever I'm not going to fight something, I tend not to show it. I showed one of them, which was Surges. Which the X-Hunter fights, if you ever play it, they will be different. They will be different from their other counterparts, their second bosses. So the second boss is harder than the first one. Let's just charge up the bubble splash and jump. Of course, bubbles begin to fly around X. It's pretty obvious. Since when do you need that when the bubble thing is so high? If that was energy. That was energy. Not looking for energy right now. There it is. Apparently we need used to it. Which I don't know how to get to. Well, we could try this, but nope, they don't freeze. Apparently we need to exit and try to get it again. Sorry for this video not being much progress. Sorry for this video not being much progress. It's just I'm trying to get all the items and it's taking a while. Since I'm a horrible getter of items in X2, which I'm already getting on X3. X3 I won't fail this bad. When I play X3, you'll notice I'll find all the items. Which when we get X3, there's like armor pieces, which I won't tell how many and I will not tell what they do until I actually get to that one. Jump. I'm gonna jump. And apparently there's a way to do this, which I apparently can't figure out. Instances where you have to charge up this and do a jump. Want to do it. Exit save thing. We don't need to save it. All we're trying to do is get an item. I'm not ending it, so I don't need to save it right now.
We're looking at is water fountain.
These next few parts could be me just getting items, because I suck at getting items in X2, apparently.
Not too bad.
Never been great at items in
I
X2.
think you could call that Chuck.
Now, I might ask for pop-up keys. I've kind of been lazy with those. I kind of, whenever there's a pop-up key, I tend not to do it. Because, yeah. I mean, like, lazy attitude that me from doing so. That means we're actually doing it, not when I actually want to do one. Friends constantly like, hey, you can do one. But me, I'm lazy. I like playing Sky Resort. But I always just get addicted to that, and I end up not doing one. I want to find a way to get like past that somehow. But 9 out of 10 times I probably won't. There's a way to get up there. I just don't know how.
Say whether or not it's paper that we're not even going to need if.
Oh my god, seriously? Dash.
It's all that shit going on in the city, right? So basically.
turning into an ordeal. I don't want to do it.
Apparently, since some people can't find the way.
First thing they were saying is that you gotta have a state license. We've already been in that.
I know, so I remembered that. I was like, what? A state license? I was like, oh shit, what are they done now? There's a new license, or we're exempt.
So, yeah, sorry I'm not saying much. It's just I'm trying to find the way to get this thing. It's apparently I found it out, but I cannot get it. Because apparently I suck at getting items.
As far as they're concerned at this point, I'd say we'll just say we don't.
I have to exit and try to get it again. No, we don't need to save. We're at 52 minutes, so I better do something soon. Since apparently in 50 minutes I only need 2 losses, because we're just going to be trying to get upgrades. I don't like getting upgrades. What happens if you destroy the jellyfish? Never found that out, so destroy all the jellyfish. We'll find out. I don't know. What happens if you destroy them? And apparently that laser keeps hitting me. And I still can't get that. Oh, I forgot I had double jump. With that, we get all 4 of them for the first time, like second time for me, I think. Let's go back real quick and go to the Gator stage and get a heart tank in his stage real quick. That one that I tried to get earlier with the invisibility frames, but I didn't, but I couldn't. Just gonna speedrun through this stage because there's nothing important left to get here except for one thing about, and it's not in this part of the stage. Well, after this video, either today or tomorrow, we should be getting on to second stages and beating and finishing the game, which should be in the next video. Here is the exact same thing, just with that. Now after Megaman, I have agreed to start Final Fantasy 1 character only runs. Depending on what my skill level is of Final Fantasy. If I haven't beaten Final Fantasy yet, there's a high chance I won't do one. And with that, we die again, of course. That's one thing I don't like about doing this. Maybe we should try the invincibility thing. it's a really easy.
Jumped up, couldn't cut it.
Shoot 3 bullets. Shoot 3 bullets. Come on. And I almost got it, but died. Apparently, I'm not very good at getting anything associated with heart tanks. Try getting it with the thing. Get it to do it. Shoot a bullet. Shoot a bullet.
Right. They probably get
Now we should try it from here. Apparently I failed. So guys, this has been Game 10,001. Part 3 of Mega Man X2, and in the next part we will be getting all the items. Finishing up the rest of the items and moving on. Bye.